Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very special edition of the Northern Arizona Wranglers Roundup. I'm James Pooey, the voice of your Northern Arizona Wranglers, and I'm pleased tonight to get to speak with newly signed quarterback Garrett Kettle. He's going to join us here on the program. Garrett, thank you so much for taking the time out. I really appreciate you joining me here. Welcome to the Northern Arizona Wranglers family. For those that are not familiar with you or your story, just kind of give us a little bit of your football background and what led up to you being a Northern Arizona Wrangler.
Well, I guess you could say it all started off when I was younger. My dad was is a football coach at a high school level. So growing up, I was always in and around football. So went to Altaloma High School, played football there. Went to Riverside City College for 2 years, California. And then transferred over to Bennington College and played there the last couple of years. And had Coach Windsor reach out to me, and all came in from there.
And the rest is history, as they say, right? Now, you seem like a guy that is willing to persevere and obviously loves the game of football. You talked about starting out at Altaloma High School, then playing at Riverside, then Benedictine, and then ultimately ending up here in the Indoor Football League. What is it that drives you? When did you first fall in love with the game of football? Take us back a little bit there, a little bit.
Oh, man, I'd say it just started off from an early age watching Cowboy games with my dad, and we'd always go out in the front yard at halftime, and he'd just be throwing the ball to me at halftime, and that's kind of just when I just fell in love from that age right there.
Now that it's been a little bit of an off season since the last season you were playing football, what have you been doing personally to get yourself ready for your first season of professional football here in the Indoor Football League?
Right, absolutely. So a lot of it's mental because it's a big change going from the dimensions and just a different game in general. So a lot of it's mental, getting mentally prepared for the arena aspect of it, but also doing the physical training. So you have your personal trainers and stuff like that, and doing things on your own to make sure you're ready for when the season comes around the corner.
Now, Garrett, I had the pleasure of watching some of your tape over the last couple of days, preparing for tonight, and I saw that you're not afraid to go for the long ball. You've got a lot of air underneath your football. You talked about it a moment ago, the change from the outdoor game to the indoor game. How much have you thought about that, and how much more precision that might entail going into the indoor football game?
Yeah, right. Everything is going to happen a lot quicker, but that's what I'm excited about. It's going to speed up my decision making process, and that's just going to make it a little bit more difficult. But that's the challenge that I've always loved about this game. The mental aspect of it, and the physical aspect of it as well, is just that challenge at the next level. So it's no matter where you are at this next level, it's going to be a challenge. So I'm excited to take it on.
Now, talk to us about that day you did get the call from Coach Rod Windsor, and the opportunity presented itself. How excited were you to learn about the football team? Have you ever even been to Prescott Valley before? And what do you know about the Wranglers as a whole?
Yes, I've never been to Prescott Valley. I've been to Arizona plenty of times, but never Northern Arizona. So when Coach Windsor reached out to me, it was pretty exciting because it's always my dream to play professional football and just keep climbing the levels as you can. So it was pretty special to have that, and so it's just something that I've always looked forward to, and I keep looking forward to when I arrive in training camp.
Now, if we had a chance to talk to one of your old coaches, maybe at Altaloma or Riverside or even Benedictine, and ask them, hey, what does quarterback Garrett Kettle bring to the table football wise? What do you think they would say?
I'd say the biggest thing is the mental toughness and the grittiness that I carry to the table. Those are two of the biggest things that I'd say that I carry around with me. I'd say I play with a chip on my shoulder. I've always had to fight through adversity, and so it's something I'm not afraid to fight when it comes.
Well, Garrett, we're extremely excited to have you part of the Northern Arizona Wranglers family. We look forward to seeing you in training camp, which is, let's face it, about, I want to say 6 to 7 weeks away at this point. And then the
Yep.
season obviously kicking off exactly 2 months from today on March the 25th up in Prescott Valley in the Finley Toyota Center as we take on the Duke City Gladiators. Thank you so much for your time tonight. I appreciate it. Great getting to meet you, and I look forward to meeting you in person here over the next coming weeks.
Awesome. Sounds good. Appreciate you for having me.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.